proportion. You can use proportion to determine which is the best value or best buy. So hit pause, copy the heading, lesson objective down. Once you're done, hit play and move on to the starter. Okay, so here's our starter. Write starter on the line. Have a go. When you've done, hit play and we'll go through the questions together. Okay, so question number 1. Round 8,259 to the nearest 10. So we put our line here. The 9 affects the 5, so it becomes 8,260. To the nearest 100, check here. Check our tens column. That's 5, so it affects the 100. Becomes 8,300. Work out 7 to the power of 2 or 7 squared, which means 7 times 7, which is 49, square number. And the square root of 64 is 8, because 8 times 8 gives us 64. 7 students each pay £12.45 for a trip. Estimate the total cost. So we don't want to find the exact value. Estimate one significant figure. 7 is fine. £12.45. Now, there are a couple of ways of doing that. If you rounded this to £10, I'll take that. So you could have 7 times 10, which will give us £70. You could have rounded it to £12. I'll take that as well. So 2 significant bigger figures. 7 times 12, which would be £84. That's fine as well. You could have rounded £12.45 to £12.50. I'm going to put that in column form. Times 7, not plus, times. And we get 0. 7 times 5, 35, carry the 3. Decimal, 7 times 2 is 14, plus the 3, 17, carry the 1, cross that out. 7 times 1 is 7, plus the 1. So £87.50. Neither of those, okay? You could not have rounded it up to 13, because the 4 won't affect it that way. Okay, any of these answers, 1, 2, and 3, is acceptable. Next one, calculate 524 times 27. So you have to set it up as a column. 524 times 27. So multiply everything by 7 in the first instance. 7 4s are 28, carry the 2. 7 2s are 14, plus the 2 is 16, so 6 carry the 1, don't forget to cross that out, and 7 5s are 35 plus 1, 36, and then we put a magic 0 here, because we're multiplying by tens now, not just units. 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 5 is 10. We add those up. Get our answer. 8, 6, add 8 is 14, so 4, carry the 1. 6 add 4 is 10 plus 1 is 11. 1, carry the 1, cross that out. 3 plus nothing is 3, plus another 1 is 4, and we've got a 1 on its own. So we've got 14,000, I'll write it here. 14,140. Question number 5. Describe the probability a teacher will walk into the class in the next 10 seconds. Well, there is no classroom. So, it's impossible. You're all at home. Changes everything. Find the area of the triangle. Formula for area of a triangle is base times height over 2. Always write it down. And our base is 6. Perpendicular height is 3 divided by 2. Which is 18 over 2, which is 9 centimeter, and don't forget the units, centimeter squared. And question 6, we can put our coordinates. Remember, across the landing, up or down the stairs. So it's going to be across to 4, down 5. So 4, 5. But remember the comma and the brackets. B, across the landing, minus 3. And up the stairs in this case, which is 4. And C, across the landing, minus 5. Down the stairs this time, minus 3. Good. So what I want you to do now is to make corrections and rag rate your work. Then we move on to best buys. So hit pause, rag your work, make corrections. Once you've done that, hit play again, and we look at proportion. So this is our first question. We're going to compare unit costs. Orange juice can be bought in two different size cartons. We see them here. One's 2 litre and one's 1.5 litre. Holly needs 6 litres of orange juice for a party. Which size carton should Holly buy? 2 litre or 1.5? Now which size is based on cost? Which one is cheaper? So what we can do is calculate for the small carton and then for the larger carton. So the smaller carton, 1.5 litres, costs £2.40, we're told here, and the larger carton, 2 litres, costs £3. So what we can do is find the cost of what would be best. I would say 1 litre. So find the cost of 1 litre. To find the cost of 1 litre, I'm going to divide £2.40 by 1.5. So 1 litre is going to cost £2.40 divided by 1.5, which is £1.60. And for the larger carton, I want to find the unit cost, so the cost of 1 litre, so I half the price. So 1 litre is going to cost £3 divided by 2, which is £1.50. So clearly, the larger carton is the most efficient way of doing that, and so Holly should buy the larger carton. Another way of doing it though, because she wants to buy 6 litres, as she's indicated here. So what she could do is she could find the cost of 6 litres. Now for the smaller carton, how many cartons would she need to buy to get up to 6? That'll be 4. So 4 times 1.5 will give you 6 litres. So the cost then will be 4 times £2.40. I'm going to work that, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to change that to a column sum, because I can't do that in my head. Back to red. So if I do £2.40 times 4, what do I get? Four times nothing is nothing. 4 times 4 is 16, so 6, carry the 1. And 4 times 2 is 8 plus the 1, £9.60. And then the larger carton, how many 2 litres, 2 litre cartons do I need to buy to get 6 litres? 3. So it'll be 3 times 2 gives me 6 litres. So I could do £3 times 3. That's going to cost me £9. So clearly the larger carton is the best buy. So either method will serve you well. Oops, don't know what happened there. There we go. So what I want you to do is hit pause, copy the example down. When you're ready, hit play again. It might be worth copying both methods down. Okay, so hit pause, copy that down, and we'll look at another example. Okay, so a new example, example 2, call it. We've got the ingredients for making an apple crumble to serve 2 people. Okay, so I need a large cooking apple, 25 grams of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, 90 grams of whole wheat flour, 40 grams of butter, and 75 grams of sugar. Now, I need the ingredients for 5 people. Okay, this is for 2. So there are 2 ways of doing this. I could find the ingredients for 1 person. So if I draw a line here and do 1 person, I halve everything, just divided by 2. So that would be half an apple, half of 25 grams, so 25 divided by 2, which would give me 12.5. Half of an eighth, so half of a quarter, which is an eighth. Half of 90, so it's going to be 40 grams, 45 grams rather. This is a teaspoon. Butter would be 20 grams, and brown sugar would be half of 75, which would be 37.5. And then to get 5 people, two ways. I can multiply this by 5. So this is divide by 2. So here I can multiply by 5. Let's just see if I can draw a line so we can keep everything in a table. And so for apples, so it'll be times 5 here. It'd be 5 times a half, which would be 2.5. 5 times 12.5, 62.5 grams. 5 times an eighth, so 5 over 8. 5 times 45, 225. 5 times 20, 100 grams. And then 5 times 37.5. 187.5. So that's one way, and those are the ingredients then, which is fine. Or I could have doubled here, doubled my 2 people to get 4 people, and then added the 1 as well. So either method is fine. I've got a neater table here, so there we are. So that's for 1 person, halve it, and then for 5 people, let's put times 5 here. Okay, so as example 2, copy it down. I don't think you need to copy my writing there. It's much neater in the table here. That was just to show you what we were doing. Okay, good. So hit pause, copy the example down. I've got one more example to show you, and then you can do some classwork. Okay, so let's have a look at this example here. We got 40 blank CDs costing £20. Find the cost of 50 blank CDs, and then in part B find the cost of 24 blank CDs. So what I can do is I can set up a table with the number of CDs and the cost in pounds. If we're doing part A first, 40 blank CDs cost £20, so we can tabulate it. I need 50. So I need an extra 10. Now 10 goes into 40. Well, we should have the arrow the other way around really. So we can divide by 4 to get 10. We've got to divide 20 by 4, which gives us 5. So now we can do a total cost. 50 CDs would cost us £25. Let's get rid of that. And you can put it in the horizontal table like that. Either table works. And then for part B, I want 24 CDs. So again, number and the cost in pounds. And we know 40 costs £20. Now I need 24. So if I do 20, to go from 40 to 20, I divide by 2 or halve it. So if I halve 20, I get £10 for 20. I need an extra 4 as well. To go from 40 to 4, I've got to divide by 10. So I've got to do the same thing here. 20 divided by 10 is 2. So I can do my total based on the 20 and the 10. So 20 plus 4 is 24. And 10 plus 2 is £12. So that was your last example. I want you to hit pause, copy the example down, and then I've got a few questions for you. Okay, So here are your questions. You can have a go now. I'm going to put these questions in the with the assignment. So good.